guys like Saquon Barkley, guys like Landon Dickerson, they say they want to see more energy from the guys on the sideline. They want to see more want-to, more focus.
Their win over the Browns has raised some questions when it comes to the offense. Why doesn't Jalen Hurts target the middle of the field? What's up with the slow starts? The list goes on.
But I think when it comes to, batting cleanup, Bryce Harper made comments about how that spot isn't doing him any favors. And I think it plays into his frustration with Dombrowski, where it's, hey, if you're going to criticize me, you're going to say I'm not elite, then give me some help. What an insane but incredible way to finish the game. What's going through your mind right now? All week, you guys preached that this wasn't a revenge game. But now that you've won, how good does it feel?
It feels really good.
We could be hearing some take the points chants at the link today. I've seen a ton of negativity, and I just want everyone to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here, because this was always going to happen, and it's the result of drafting incredibly well. Stellar starting pitching meets offensive powerhouse in Astros Cubs.
Kobe Dean was telling me he was explaining the environment here in the postseason to some of the rookies like Jahad Campbell. He said it's like trying to describe an amusement park that they haven't been to before. They just have to go out there and experience it themselves.
With Christmas just around the corner, we're making a list, checking it twice, and it turns out most of the Eagles aren't naughty. They're nice. Do you like what I did there? My fingers are crossed. They can finally get it done at home. Maybe they were just waiting to play back at Citizens Bank.
When I talked to you earlier this week, you described this young defensive unit with the Birds as hungry. You said that it's amazing to see them with their mentality after winning a Super Bowl come out and still be hungry for another one. How did you see that play out today on the field?
The madness continues. We had a massive slate of exciting games from the women's Sweet 16 today, starting with LSU versus UCLA. Let's break this one down. Third quarter, LSU up by 2. London Jones drills a triple from the wing to put UCLA up by 1. Are the Birds winning despite of or because of Nick Sirianni?
Well, when you play in Buffalo, you should expect to play in the elements, and that's certainly what the Eagles are getting here today. Now, the good news is it's not freezing cold. As you can see, this is pouring rain. It was expected to be potentially freezing rain. That stems from Nick Sirianni. Now, I know a lot of people don't associate the word calm with Nick Sirianni, but it's true. And I think that that is a really big factor in being a successful head coach.
We could be hearing some take the points chants at the link today. To Citi Field, where the Phillies are preparing to face the Mets for the first time since New York knocked the Phils out of the playoffs in Game 4 of the NLDS last fall.
Despite having the best record in the league at 10-1, despite hosting the 8-3 49ers at home, Vegas still thinks San Francisco's going to win.
You know the feeling when you're young, you dream of growing up to be a professional baseball player. Well, one kid in St. Louis has some baseball dreams of his own, but they don't involve being a player.
And that is exactly where that gap in the link is. Jake Elliott was telling me it certainly affects his kicking. He much prefers to kick down here on this end where it's more enclosed. The wind isn't as much of a factor, but expect it to play a role in the Eagles' struggling offense in today's game. I mean, a completely dominant Lions offense. You led the charge in shutting them down, especially when it comes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. What was working for you throughout not just this game, but the Monday Night Football game less than a week ago?
Man, that pass rush, they get after it.
Cooper, you led the team in tackles in a really gritty defensive win. You came up big so many times. What do you take away from this win?
Shoot, I know it's hot. It's real hot.
What a defensive battle all 4 quarters. It felt like you were all over the field tonight. What was working for you defensively?
Just physicality. We knew we had to come in and be a physical team. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was fun. That's one way to describe it. All right, well, thank you, Cooper. Go get dry. Guys, back to you.